Stephen, you started training in martial arts when you were what, 3 years old, right?
Yep, it was mandatory. Mandatory. I've got two brothers and two sisters, and it was mandatory in the household. We started at the age of 3.
Raising your kids in the martial arts is, for me, it's a godsend. It's a chance you can bring your kids to work. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You being a movie star and an actor, I imagine it's kind of tough taking kids and taking them to the set and do all the work that you have to do there. But I was able to do that with what we do, with what I do, and of them growing up in our karate system, and then eventually getting into the business. I have 5 kids. I have one that's not in the martial arts business. She has her own business, but my other kids, this is what they do. And all of my kids that have kids, except this guy, all of my kids started their kids at age 3. So I got 12 grandkids. I got 13 grandkids, but I have 4 that are too young. I mean, they're less than 3 years old. I have 4 that are less than 3 years old, but all the other ones are trained in martial arts.
My oldest sister, she fought before I did. So she was kind of my inspiration to start competing, my older sister. And growing up in this guy's household, it was mandatory to start training age of 3. And once you were 18, 19, when he felt like you could make your own decisions, that's when we could make the decision to either pursue it or do something else. But until then, we were training. And I remember growing up, and if we ever got caught fighting, because there was 5 of us, and we were a bunch of alpha dogs, just always fighting with each other. If we ever got caught, he would kind of pull out the coffee table and make us go at it until we didn't want to fight anymore.
Yeah. So they were constantly nagging and picking each other, and sometimes it got physical. They would start wailing on each other. So what I would do is I would clear the coffee table out of the way, make the living room kind of like an open space. I say, okay, you want to fight? Okay, let's do it. No gloves, bare knuckle.
Wow.
They couldn't punch to the face, but they can kick and punch to the body. You could open hand to the face.
Oh, and wow.
They would start wailing on each other, and next thing you know, one would hurt the other one just a little bit, and the one that hurt the other one would start crying because he didn't want to hurt his brother or his sister, and then they start feeling sorry for each other, and then I wouldn't let them get away with that. I said, okay, you want to fight, you want to hurt each other, let's go. Of course, I would never let them hurt each other, but they didn't know that. Next thing you know, they were feeling so bad about beating each other up that they didn't want to do that anymore. So it solved some problems down the way.
Also, it toughened us up a little bit too.
Yeah, they're tough kids. When they went to school, nobody messed with them. They never messed with anybody else.
I know.
But the word got around that those Thompson kids, you gotta walk a wide circle around them. And that was because my daughter, my oldest girl, she walked through school like she owned it. The boys, the girls, nobody messed with her. She's a big chick. She's something else. Yeah.
I still wouldn't mess with her.
She's pretty rough. She's pretty rough. All my kids are good fighters. They were good fighters. But this is the one that just took to like fish to water.
Yeah.
So and he just took it to the highest level, that our family's been able to reach. So, and we're just blessed that he's focused and he's got a hard head, and he's a tough guy too.
Jerry Trimble.
Yeah, Jerry Trimble was a bad motherfucker.
Golden Boy. That's what they call Atlanta's Jerry Trimble.
He hails from Vancouver, British Columbia. The scoop